Ministry of Education has recently released their draft Relationships and Sexuality Education Framework to be implemented into a refreshed curriculum by 2027. The Minister has only given us until the 9th of May to send in our feedback. She said herself she wants to hear from kaiako, from rangatahi and from whānau, so that's teachers, community members, and young people themselves around this particular framework. Relationships and sexuality education is important for all young people as it instills a genuine understanding of ourselves, others, and our place in the world in healthy relationships. You can either fill in the survey online that the Ministry has created, or you can send an email directly to the Ministry, which is my preference. There are 2 key points you need to make sure that you cover at least in your feedback. The first is that you want the Ministry to retain and strengthen their consent education. Currently, the framework has a pretty strong curriculum line on consent education, starting at year 1 and going through to year 13. We don't want the Ministry to give any ground on that from people who are negative about consent education. So emphasise how important it is to tautoko that strand and retain it, strengthen it, and make sure we don't lose ground. The second thing I would say in my feedback to the Ministry is that you want to include gender and takatāpui and rainbow identities more genuinely, authentically, and consistently across the curriculum framework. Currently, all reference to takatāpui and Māori or any cultural sexualities and identities has pretty much been removed from the framework. Intersex identity has only been mentioned once in an example across 13 years of education, and there's a very heavily binary referencing to bodies, to relationship structures, and to how people exist in the world, which we know erases rainbow identities. So the second point you need to cover, again, is making sure that gender education, as well as rainbow and takatāpui identities, sexualities, and bodies are included meaningfully in the new curriculum framework. More details in the caption below, as well as the email address you can send that feedback to. The cutoff date is May the 9th. Kia kaha tonu tātou, mauri ora.